I just did this video and didn't hit record. I just talked for 15 minutes, and now I got to do it all over again. Oh my God, Jesus Christmas! So you know what? I think we're just gonna do something real simple and
highlight this guy, man.
I can't believe I just did all that. Oh my God! And I'm not feeling well, you guys. So I apologize. I'm a little bit congested. You can hear it in my voice. And it is 3 days before vacation up here in the Northeast. And of course, you catch some kind of virus, not COVID related. All right, that being said, for my vacation, we are heading down to Florida. And down in Florida are our good friends and partners, Mr. Leonard Cerna from Spineworks. And who are Spineworks? Well, you just got to wait and find out. I'll tell you who they are. And you can find out by watching this video right now. Then you're going to see the books I'm sending in. Enjoy. All right. So that's right. Flying down to Florida Saturday morning, as long as I can get out because of this weather that's enveloping the United States. But I figured instead of shipping these books off to Lenny, why don't I go meet up with Lenny? He'll do his magic, and then he'll send them off to CGC. So got a bunch of books, some books for the PC, some investment books, and some books that I'm hoarding, okay? So one or two of these books I am going to definitely flip at all of the upcoming shows coming up. We do have a lot of things planned for 3 Men in a Basement coming up this year, so please stay tuned. I haven't done one of these videos in a hot minute, but I wanted to do it, show you what I'm going to send. And this is a book that I told myself I wanted to get 5 copies of. I love this book. I have 3 copies right now, ranging from anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9.6. Picked up both of these copies at Brickhouse Comics, my boy James Marcy in Meriden, Connecticut. Hooked me up, so I've got 2 copies of X-Men 129. That's right. Double first appearance, well, 3 if you count the Hellfire Club as a group, but Sebastian Shaw and, oh my God, the White Queen, Emma Frost. No, is it Emma Frost? Am I saying that right? Oh my God, I can't even think right now because I've already done this video. So definitely sending these 2 books out. Hoping from anywhere from 7.5s to 8.5s. If I get a 9.2 on it, I'll be ecstatic on any of them. But yeah. The book is kind of lulled right now. If you guys are watching markets and stuff like that, but definitely a book that I believe in, and not a bad book to have in multiple copies, especially if you can get them on the low. By the low, I'm thinking anywhere from 150 at mid grade to 225 on the higher end of a raw. So that's just about my idea for the money. All right, 2 books that I've never owned before that I paid $10 for, that have kind of come down in price just because it wasn't really well received. But I am a Daredevil fan, and I know my boy Lenny Cerna is a big fan of this story arc, and many people are. So this is the first and second appearance of Echo, Daredevil 9 and 10, and I did keep the tag on for $4. I paid $4 for that and $6 for this at an LCS, and I'm going to come back, and these are modern, so 9.6, 9.8. Maybe we get some karate chops. I'm really hoping for some karate chops. All right, next book. It's a newsstand. It's a tough book to get. I have it in a 9.6. That was my personal copy as a kid, and I covered it. Sent it in a bunch of years ago, so it's not going anywhere. But my LCS had this, and a newsstand, if you look at any grade, is going for significantly more than a direct copy, and that is G.I. Joe 21. This book definitely has a tick or two that I can see, for my eye, but a good press may be able to work it out. But I see at least 1, maybe 2 small color breaking spots in it. It's G.I. Joe 21, the first appearance of Storm Shadow. Love this book. Love the story behind it. Love the Larry Hama greatness, how he didn't have time to put words into it, but he did have time to color it and come up with a great story. So the silent issue, all right? Depending, I don't know. I mean, I love this book so much. I'd love to have two in my collection, but if it comes back less than a 9.6, then maybe it's going to be for sale. Who knows? You know, a lot of upcoming shows coming up. So that's why I love to have equity as far as money in my pocket. So money in your pocket plus some books in equity, you can get a pretty good deal. Next book is a book I found out in the wild that you don't see quite often. Found it at Casey Golden Collectibles. My good friend Fred primarily deals in vinyl, gold, and coin, but he does get these random comic book collections in. I always love to go through it, and you know, saw what fair market value was on this, and I picked up like 6 of them, and I sold most of them. But this is Bride of Venom, number 3. A book that you don't see that often. This is going to stay in the PC. Hoping for a 9.8 karate chop on this one, let me tell you that. All right, and then another copy of G.I. Joe 21, but this one has a detached staple, and it does have some ticks. And I'm kind of on the fence, but as I'm talking to you guys now, I definitely think I am going to send it in based on what I said about it being a newsstand, okay? And it is a key G.I. Joe book. All right, the next 2 books, one is for the PC, one is for the investment. The investment is clean, 9.8 karate chop all day. But as always, you guys, please subscribe to the channel, especially so you know when we're doing things. You know, we didn't grow as much as we wanted to in 2022, but I think we realized that we are more than just a YouTube channel as far as setting up at cons, hosting our own shows, and getting get-togethers. So I'm okay with that. And you know what? I think at this point, with our number of followers and the people that we interact with on a daily basis and a monthly basis, that we're very happy with the channel is. And so thanks to you guys out there for making our channel truly one of my passions, okay? And as always, like this video. If you want to thumbs it down, go ahead, be that guy, thumbs it down. I know there's 1 or 2 out there that like to do it. Hit the notification bell, but you know what? You won't tell me you gave me a thumbs down in my face, though. You really won't, and I'll tell you that. But someday, I'll call you out, but not today, all right? So hit that notification bell so you know when we're dropping videos. What's the wrong one? Hit the notification bell when you know when all our videos are coming out, and just a great time to see what we got content coming out. This is not going to be a follow-up video unless when I get the haul. But I am doing a Sunday night video. I'm dropping a Sunday night video that you are going to have to follow me live on Instagram Tuesday to see what we're doing, and it is huge. I'm telling you, it is epic Grail status with the Grail signature. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing it, but that's for another video. All right, please keep a comment below. Tell me what you liked. If you're coming to any of our events, do you plan on coming to the swap? Will I see you at King Con? Will I see you at Little Giant? We do have something planned, like a crawl, but it's going to be a little bit different, and that's going to be in February, so please stay tuned for that. And always remember, we are sponsored by our good friends at Spineworks and our good friends at Captured Collectibles. And we also have a few copies of our Power Kid 3 Men in the Basement variants that we did. So please check that out. If you're interested, DM us on Instagram. All right. What are the 2 books that I got? Where did I find this book? I don't even remember where I found this book. Honestly, God, I don't. All right. It's a New Mutants 98. I have it in a 9.6, and I've had it at an 8.5. All right. So I'd love it in a 9.6. I'd love it in a 9.8. I apologize. I will find it raw in a 9.8. I'm not going to pay 9.8 prices, which I think are anywhere from $1,350 to $1,600. I won't do that. You can find this book out in the wild. It's a modern. There are still some in good shape out there. So, you know, keep hunting if you can find those. Now, the next book. This is probably if I could have a 1 and 1A of favorite comic book covers, this is either 1 or the 1A. I couldn't pick between the other 2. The other one's a Marvel book. But this is one of my favorite books of all time. I have 4 copies of this. I'm very fortunate to have it in a yellow label 9.8 and a blue label 9.8. The yellow label 9.8 was signed by George Perez and Mark Wolfman. And I do have 2 raw dogs that I had when I was a kid that George Perez signed back in the day. All right. So now I've rescued this in a box, an uncirculated box, at a comic shop that I went to, and he gave me a fair price, so I walked out with it. I should have grabbed number 1. I don't know what I was thinking, but I am hoping that this book comes back at a 9.8. Teen Titans number 2, still underappreciated, undervalued in my opinion. Great character. Deathstroke, one of the most iconic DC villains of all time. Whether you think that or not, I do. I don't know. It's my channel. I can say that stuff. So, just love it, love it, love it. And I just covet this book. And I remember when I bought my raw copy, I paid $6 whole for it when I was a kid. And when you go to a con with $20 and you spend 6 of it, that's more than a quarter of your budget. So this is what I'm hoping for the 9/8 Karate Chop. All right. Also have 3 other books on my LCS that I'm picking up tomorrow for my Christmas present. And that book is the Hulk 340. I've owned 3 copies of it. So hard to get in a 9/8, but again, that's a modern that's out there. Another book that I've never owned that's going to get off and sent, that's going to be sent off to grading since Spineworks, is a Macross #1. Not a huge Robotech fan, but I do love the bots, and I got it at a great price. And the other book is the book that I'm not sending in to get CGC'd. I don't know why I don't have a raw one. At one point, I think me and Uncle Frank and Nemesis Prime had like 8 copies of them. But I do have a 9.8 in the PC. But a book that's dipped, but I enjoyed it, so that's all that matters. And that's a She-Hulk #1. It was listed as like the biggest decline price in books over the year, other than my beloved Eternals #1. But don't sleep on Eternals #1. That's at least my opinion. All right. So anyway, guys, that's my haul video, or that's my CGC submission video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do all those things like I said before. We're right in the middle of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to your family. And to all of us that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Stay safe, enjoy your time, and as always, thank you for watching 3 Men in the Basement. I am Otto, and I am out. Peace.